Who can tell about Paramatma? See, if we say he is there, then who are we to say he is there? Have we thoroughly explored him and then we pass the judgment on him, oh, you are there? Or if we say he is not there, then have you seen? How are you saying he is not there? He is so common that no common man can say that no, it is unattainable for me. Spirituality is not intellectual entertainment. It is here and now. You want to improve. You want to go on a higher stage. You want to reach to the ultimate state of being. You want to know the purpose of your life. You want to attain the goal of your life. Pran Pratishtha happens in the heart of the people. That will make them real human beings. And they'll get everything what they are looking for. Tomorrow is Pran Pratishtha of Bhagwan Ram's Vigrah in Ayodhya. So it is good if we speak little about Bhagwan Ram to be with people of the country and that of the world who know Ram as the ultimate being. You may have seen one thing, all of you are spiritual people, that there are so many Ishtadevtas, Devi Devtas, everyone. But it is when it comes to character, only Ram is emphasized. Whosoever, see, people here we have this tradition that anyone can see divine in anyone and can consider anyone the ultimate. So we don't say this is greater than that, because the principle is that in every saint who realizes this said as Jadapisham, he is even. The ultimate being sees you as even. Then how can you or I take somebody less? So this is the principle. Why I don't compare any deities or anybody's Ishtadevas or bhakts or gurus or shishya. Not comparable. But this is known fact that when it comes to the character, only Ram is referred. Ram Charitra. And Charitra means what? Day-to-day behavior. How you carry yourself in day-to-day behavior. He is known for that. That is the reason that his recall is most. Because all of us have to live the life day to day. We cannot skip it. So he says, who is the model for that? That who gives total clarity on that, and that too without giving in a symbol. A single thing that you do it like this. Otherwise that becomes ritual. What happens when you start doing? People tried in other, see if they liked somebody, then they started telling his daily life that this is how he used to take bath, this is how he used to do. That becomes a problem. You just define wisdom, how wisdom flows. That is what Ram's character has shown us. It is always flow of wisdom. That is where that when we say how is his heart, he is kulisham chah kathor ati komal kushmau chah. Chitta Khagesh Ram Kar Samuj Pare Kahuka. So these are Sant Tulsi's words. Because what way we have to reach any character? If we say there are 314 known Ramayans, so which one we take as this is the one? So some will say, no, we take Valmiki or Agast or Kamban or Edutachan, whosoever. We take one. And then whosoever has gone through that, they say, know that much. Now, is it possible for a person who is working for his daily livelihood to go through all 314 and then to understand them? Moreover, they are in different languages. So, dictum changes, metaphor changes, and you do not understand. So, why you go through saints? Because to the extent a saint's realization is, To that extent, only he has seen the ultimate being. So, vicariously, we are seeing the vision of the saint, not that of the divinity as it is. Even that much people cannot approach. We should read good literature, there is no gainsaying that fact, but with care. That is why it is said when it comes to the Sadgranthas, we should see it from the eye of the Guru. Otherwise, we will not get it the way we should get. We will start roaming in the same thing as we are roaming in a jungle and not finding the way. While the idea is that you go to the jungle to do your penance, tapasya, find that some, Vivikt Sthan, that means some place where there is peace and tranquility. That is the for what you go to the jungle. So same way, if you go, you consider a scripture, katha, a jungle, then you are going there to get some solitude and clarity, not to get lost into it. So you need somebody who can show you this is the way to see. Then you get, once you get it, that oh, this is the way to see it. So Ram has given us that wisdom, that he is everywhere showing just the wisdom. So about this, which I read about Tulsi, it is saying that we don't know how harsh his heart is and how soft his heart is. He is soft like flower and flower petal, he is harsh like thunderbolt. So both things are there in extremes. So he said, who can know how is he? Now this is the right statement. Who can tell about Paramatma? See, if we say he is there, then who are we to say he is there? Have we thoroughly explored him and then we pass the judgment on him, oh, you are there? Or if we say he is not there, then have you seen? How are you saying he is not there? So we go to the seer's way. Seers means the one who saw it and did not put any value, negative or positive, just saw and explained this is how it is. That is called realization. So when they realize, they say it appears that he is. The more we realize and choose means you put it into your behavior, then your heart starts telling you he is there. More than it says he is not there, it tends to move towards he is there, God is there. Nobody else tells you, your heart only tells you that it appears there is something, there is someone, or whatever way you want to express. So we move towards positivity. So in Ram's case, what happened is he has put the everyday life's struggle with such a simplicity that whosoever saints, oh, they describe it thousands years back, because that is from where we have this recorded and written version. Before that it was oral. Even few hundred years back, like Tulsi's and all Bhakti Kal, all these poets sang. We can understand him now through their language. We are still same. People say so for us. It is relevant today. But how? Not as a custom or something, mode of behavior, as wisdom. So this is where the role of the Ram, or the popularity of the Ram, or mystique of the Ram is there. Because he has put the wisdom as it is, without putting any value to it. Just this is how. If you realize it, then you keep knowing. And that is how every Shastra you read, then you will see, it is there, it is there, it is there. Like Krishna says in Gita, Bhaktya mam avijanati yavanyaschasmi tattvata tato mam tattvato gyatva vrishate tadanantam. He said, why devotion you can come to know me. Why devotion mean what? Again realization. When you put that in your behavior, what you have learned and grasped, become one in word, mind, deed, then you realize, oh, as much Ram is ultimate, Ram is all pervasive. How much pervasive you have become, that much realization dawns upon you. So I know this much Ram. And this is how it progresses. So what is common between you and the ones who appears thousands years ago, or you can say lakhs years ago? Wisdom. That is what you share. Wisdom is same. That time also If you transcend your senses and you become pure in your intelligence, same thing you will realize. That time is same thing. Now also you will realize. So there is always that thing is present, which is available all the time. It cannot vanish. That is how, what we call divinity, something which can never disappear, means vanish. Appearance, disappearance is one thing, but it's always there, present, and that is what we call eternity. Generally, people do not understand the purport of eternity. They say endless, beginningless, fine. But if you really look at it, here there is no end for beginning, here is there no end for end, then where is it? Here and now. It is present. Eternal means total presence all the time, which has no place to go anywhere because it is all pervasive. Where will it go? So if someone has become like that, so can a body become like that? No, simple logic. So that is where we came to the consciousness. That consciousness can become all pervasive. Consciousness can be ultimate. And how are we interacting with each other? Are we interacting with body? We are interacting in consciousness only. If body has no consciousness, then it will stop functioning. So the idea is when you keep moving from gross to subtle. All the Shastras, why they have been written, especially Katha, because they have been given the form of stories. As a human being can relate to story. Even Vyas wrote everything and he was not finding peace. This is the story goes. Then he wrote Bhagavad Purana, story of the Krishna, life of the. Then he said, no, I am certain. Because until you sing that glory, that because I am singing life. This is how it is if you are a human being. So the idea is that once you learn this, all Shastras have been written for this, that you learn this art, that it is by the subtle that gross is driven. It is not other way around. And you should not let that happen. That is called digression. That is called falling. That is called patan. This is, we say some mental, they say, oh, every disease starts from mind. Then it manifests in the body. After a point, that becomes a fact, and then it becomes psychosomatic. Now body also start pulling the mind. So not let that come to that pass. From in mind only you finish it off. So this is one example, but this is how it is. That ideally, it is like that it is by the subtle that gross should move, not the other way around. So this is the idea behind all the scriptures, that you learn what is subtlety and what is its presence. Then your pervasiveness increases because you are driven by that subtle. So all the granthas, they are written very subtly. We read gross events, but what is, we call it in, I have written one time, Shabd Gati, that the word has a motion, how it is moving. One or two example I will explain how it moves. So that only we are seeing in Shastras mostly. But for that, so much what you call discipline is needed, guru is needed. Without that, it becomes intellectual entertainment because we will not grasp. Why I give the example of saints? By telling it very clearly that we are trusting them because they realized. Now, whose attainment was to what extent? That differs. One saint is writing from one state of consciousness, another is writing from the higher. How will you know? Until you reach there, then only you will know, oh, this is it. Otherwise, you'll get confused. So when people are on the lower level of consciousness and they try to know the higher, then they confuse themselves and they confuse others. That is what I call intellectual entertainment. Spirituality is not intellectual entertainment. It is here and now. You want to improve. You want to go on a higher stage. You want to reach to the ultimate state of being. You want to know the purpose of your life. You want to attain the goal of your life. So Ram represents that in a very simple way. Perhaps the simplest way. that this is how it can be done. It is doable. So his life has no chamatkar or anything like that. Any others they say they are doing so much chamatkar. That this is the how stories are written. So every way he is so common that no common man can say that no, it is unattainable for me. It's infinite. We can keep doing this forever. This is how character is, because so many say "Kare ki Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta." There's no end to it. As much we want, we keep doing. But today, since tomorrow this Prana Pratishtha is happening, so let us pray and wish that in the whole world people get to know Ram as he really is. And Pran Pratishtha happens in the heart of the people. That will make them real human beings. And they'll get everything what they are looking for. That I said, if you read Ramcharitra properly, then all the mental diseases will go. Reason being, he is so deep in psychology that you will discover, oh, this is the problem I am facing, if you are honest. So I can remove it. That is again it's a commitment, whether you want to commit to that or not. But any problem you're facing, oh, this is what it is troubling me, I can remove it. So in the West, so many things are people are suffering, and now even in our country also, small school going children, they are see what not they are using beads and all. So psychological issues are there. So all these, if their parents take a little care and they understand themselves and then impart to the children, they will become superb human beings. A little change is needed. So now with this Prana Pratishtha, this is the hope I am nourishing secretly, that people will come to know about Ram worldwide and they will discover and then they will benefit.